Gerald? Jill? It's your turn.
Yes, I feel compelled to say something on this occasion. See, whenever there is an occasion like this, my sister gives me an elbow in the ribs and whispers. During the course of events, I feel a nudge and I hear the whisper, but my mind goes blank. Nothing to say, even when I get the nudge a month ahead of time, I can't remember what it is. It's even more difficult when a jab in the rib comes during the occasion. But there was one time. It was Tuesday, March 9th, 1964, about 8:15 or 8:40 in the morning. I can't remember exactly. Mom was driving us all to school in our 1964 Chev Bel Air. It's a nice, light family car, straight six, 300 tree. It was ideal for the 8-mile commute every morning. She was having a lot of trouble on this quiet Tuesday morning, though, because it rained Monday night, and the highway was a solid sheet of ice. The slightest dip or hump on the car would skid and slide or fishtail a little bit. So we made it past the overhead schoolhouse and around the curve okay. Then came that steep little hill just before the wayside tables. There was a deep ditch on both sides. The car spun around 4 times in the middle of the road and came to a stop facing the wrong way. Right then, I got the jab in the ribs. Don't say anything! Mom was already saying things that I can't repeat to this day, so I didn't speak up till later. But the final result was that I became the daily driver, and we all lived happily ever after. Happy birthday, Mom.
Oh boy, I remember that day too. And I also remember a time when we were going around the corner at the red schoolhouse and the wheel fell off. You remember that? Oh yeah, that was another day. Anyway, those trips to school, some days there was nothing but silence, other days not. Okay, Steph, you wanted to come?
You know why?
Yeah, you do.
We're doing this because I'm the oldest great-grandchild and Keelan is the youngest great-grandchild. Great-great. Double great.
Thank you, Keelan. Sorry, Wyatt, you're next.
Well, first of all, I think I was a teenager before I figured out you weren't part of the family. It was a long time, yeah. So I can't believe Grandma's turning 90. I'm pretty happy I get some of those genes, because there are a few advantages to getting older. Firstly, kidnappers don't take an interest in you. Anything you buy now probably isn't going to wear out. Your investment in health insurance is finally paying off. And lastly, your secrets are safe. Your friends won't remember them either. So as I look around and I see the family here today, you know, it's a testament to the mark that Grandma is making on the world. And I think of myself as a fairly ambitious person. I want to grow a giant empire of my own, but over time I've learned a few things from Grandma. And giant empires aren't only the only way to make your mark on the world. All you have to do is look at Grandma to see how. She's built her own empire, a family. Not just any family, but a family that looks out for each other the way Grandma's always looked out for us. A leader is made up of many things, but the best leaders lead by example. And I can't think of a better leader than to follow my grandmother's admirable example. So I said earlier that Grandma always looks out for us. And I have a story from Cora actually that kind of shows how. She recently was having lunch with Grandma and took Jamie along when they started dating. And when Jamie had stepped away from the table, Grandma had said, "You're happy." Not a question, not an order, just an observation. She's always watching out for us, always looking out for what we're up to, but also goes deeper than that and likes to see how we're doing and feeling and how we're doing in life. Some of my earliest memories are from Christmas at the house in Winfield. And I think one of the first memories, I don't remember that house being that big, but they found a way to fit us all in there. I think one particular Christmas, Grandma's sewing room was covered wall to wall in mattresses, and a bunch of the cousins got to sleep in there. And of course they had that fantastic mantle clock. Bong, bong. As we're sitting there in our sleeping bags, you can count the hours until finally you can get up to see what Santa brought. One thing, of course, we could always count on under the tree was the endless supply of sweaters, socks, scarves that she would knit for us. Now that we're older, I think we can appreciate what it meant to make all those things for all the grandchildren. We were in her thoughts every time she picked up her needles or sat at that sewing machine. It allowed her to be part of our lives when she wasn't actually there with us. I could probably talk all day about the things Grandma's done, so instead I thought I'd kind of close off with a poem I found by Martin Dejnicki called Youthful Grace. You walk with grace, humble and fun, with youth in your eyes, always on the run. Ageless beauty from a far-off land, filled with stories more plentiful than sand. Legendary wisdom, shared with us all. We value your company from winter till the fall. Today we celebrate another special year. We love you more than ever. Your heart is always near. Happy birthday, Grandma.